right, left, or right, behind. Hey Susan, how you going? I did one of those lives where, very excitingly, we have never done a live together. Well, actually, we have done a live together. A few lives together, right? But I'm doing one of those lives where you have to have a second device to share the link to get it onto your community post, so that if you want to get some friends online with you, like my friend Susan, you have to do all these things, and it's a little bit technical. So Susan's sending me a message going, "Hey, are you live? Because it said like 5 minutes ago that you went live." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm still working on it." I'm here though. I'm here. I've got it working. It's very technical, way too technical for my head. So it occurred to me that Christmas is only like a couple of days away, and we've got to get serious about Christmas. Like, really. We haven't even got a Christmas tree up yet. But there's reasons. There's always reasons, right? Bloody reasons. Reasons are, well, we're renovating and there's stuff everywhere. And like, there's no use in putting a Christmas tree on stuff, right? So I'm waiting for the stuff to be cleared, and I don't know if the stuff's going to be cleared. So we might not even get a Christmas tree up this year. But you know what? It is what it is. I'm going to surrender to it. If I get a Christmas tree up, bonus. If I don't, oh well. You know, nothing gets, no dramas, right? There's always reasons, Susan. There's always reasons. How are you this morning? Hey, so how hot was it yesterday in Victoria? Did Kevin and you were you able to work for very long? You've the same mug? I love this mug. This is one of my favourite mugs. I don't even know where it came from. Actually, no, I do. I got it as a set. It came with 2 yellow ones and 2 blue ones. And blue's my favourite colour one. Hi, Jessica. How are you? Mm, you have the same mug. Wow. So, guys, Susan, I'd love you to jump on, but can I just ask you to wait a second? Because I've got to drive to the beach. So I've got a 5-minute 5-minute drive to the beach. But I'm also waiting for my friend Jazz. So Susan, have you met Jazz? Jazz Nomad TV. Now, Jazz Nomad TV could be sleeping. She could be sleeping. You got a little bit done yesterday. So guys, welcome in Jessica. Welcome in a few people to the live. Hello, how you going? Ho, 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 ho. I don't know, is that what you're supposed to say when you're wearing a Christmas hat? I don't know. But where am I going with this? I don't know. I can't remember. Oh, okay. So what I'm trying to say is, I've put my community link in my post. Sorry, not my community. I put my live link in the post. So if you'd like to join me on a live, you can join. But before you do that, I am just waiting. Okay, that's all right, because Susan's in her pajamas, her PJs. So that's okay. You have to get some clothes on. So don't stress. Don't rush, because Jazz Nomad TV. Hi Dora. I have loved the hat. Hey, Crystal, hello. For a second, I'm looking mainly Italian. I'm like, wait, I know that name. Crystal, hello. I was just on a live this morning with Crystal and Wayne. So Susan, actually, he was talking about you too. He's like, so Wayne was saying that which is custom screen printing. He was like, oh, this is Dora. She's from Australia. I've met some really nice people from Dora's channel. Isn't it lovely that we meet all these different people? Like, I met Crystal, mainly Italian 73, on Wayne's channel. And now she comes to my channel and supports me. And I met Wayne through Kathleen's place on a live. And then when I've gone to, and now when Wayne comes to my channel, he's met Mike from Mike Adventure Sparks, but they've actually become really good friends. And he mentioned, he goes, I know Susan from the homesteading channel. So he was talking about Susan, and he said Debbie Sue. So isn't that lovely that, this little community, and it's because we all share, like we all support each other's channels, right? Like I support Susan, so Susan supports me. I support Wayne, Wayne supports me. I support Kathleen, Kathleen supports me. And, we all have this kind of friendship going along. And I love that, right? And Crystal's got here, I love Dora. She's such a sweet friend. Aww. And it's been nice to get to know Crystal. So Crystal is mainly Italian. If you haven't met Susan, I think you have maybe in the chat before. I think you have, haven't you? But Crystal and I had some good chats while I was in Sydney, and yeah, we've had some good chats in general, right? And yeah, and I think it's nice to support friends, right? It's great that we can lift up each other. Yeah, and that's really important, right? Especially this time of year. I mean, I'm wearing this hat, and I was just saying at the start of my live that, I haven't even put my Christmas tree up. But, it doesn't matter. I was like, what's that shadow? Come say hello. Come say hello to Susan.
Hello.
You can say hello better like that, with a little bit more enthusiasm.
Hello.
So Susan is the one from Victoria. Can I have a try? What's this? Huh? Brain freeze.
You can have it. It's not coconut. I don't like it.
Oh, that's really nice, but I don't want it right this minute. I'm going for a walk. So you can put it in the fridge for me?
Well, it's frozen.
Well, if you put it in the fridge, it'll be okay. Oh, you can taste the coconut. It's really nice.
Yeah, I don't like it. In the description it said no coconut. It's got coconut.
Diego, someone's got here saying, "You're so pretty, ma'am."
What?
He's saying me. He's saying to me, not you. He's not pretty, hey. Me, I'm pretty.
What?
Someone was saying, I don't know what their name, someone that says, "You're pretty," and then he's got, "You're so pretty, ma'am." Not man, ma'am, me, not you. You're not pretty. Hey, babe, remember we're going out for lunch? Did you get some salad stuff? I don't make a salad. Okay, guys, I have to drive to the beach. And if you'd like to join me, we'll be walking in 5 minutes along our beach, local beach. No, Diego is manly. No, we won't tell him that, no. Okay, guys, I'm going to put the phone down because in Australia we can't hold the phone while we drive, but I will continue to talk to you. I am just waiting for my friend Jazz to come online. I don't think she's going to come online because she's in the... Okay, I'm going to put the phone down while I talk, guys, because I can talk all day, right? Open the moon roof for you guys. Oh, gosh, it's bright. It's very, very bright. Yeah, so my friend Jazz Nomad TV, she's just come back from, obviously, they're 9-10 hours behind Australia. So it depends on where you are in Australia, it's time zone too. Like I'm an hour behind Susan. Susan is 8:30 a.m. in the morning. I'm 7:30 a.m. in the morning. It's because Susan is in Victoria. So it's interesting, right? Time zones. And it's hard to work out sometimes, especially when you're trying to organise lives and, lives. Like I'm doing a live, guys, this Sunday afternoon, my time, Sunday morning, UK time. If you go to Heather's Backyard, Heather's Backyard is my friend from Ontario in Canada, but she's now been living in Ireland for 2 years. And she's got a homesteading channel too, and she does a lot of different things on her channel. But she also shares a bit of her life in Ireland. And we are doing a sunrise sunset live together. It's a winter solstice in Ireland, and it's the summer solstice in Australia on Sunday. So Sunday 6:30 p.m. will be my time, but it'll be 7:30 p.m. Susan's time and Paul's time. And in Ireland, it'll be 8, I think 7:30 a.m. So anyway, we're going to attempt to see a sunrise in Ireland while at the same time we see a sunset in Australia. Can we do it? I don't know. The challenge is out there. We've been planning this for like months and months and months. So, yeah, catch us live or catch us on the replay. I will share it in my community link later on. It will be hosted on Heather's channel, not on my channel, guys. And because we're using, obviously, the YouTube app, I don't think it tells my subscribers that I'm live. I don't think it does. It doesn't go onto my channel, guys. It goes onto my friend Heather's channel. So you need to be kind of watching Heather, or if I share it in my community link, you can click on the notification and it'll notify you when that live is going live. So yes, we're a couple of minutes away from the beach, guys. If you're hanging around, excellent. If you're not, that's fine. You have better things to do. I get that. I have better things to do today too, but I believe that exercise is very important and I need to do it. And I forgot that I have this green powder that I need to drink. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your body. Shake your body. Okay, are we going to play Russian roulette? No. No, we can't. The radio's not going to go on. So the other day, I do this thing where I shake my juice and I try to sing and dance at the same time, which is never a good combination. My dancing is probably just passable. My singing, not very passable. But anyway, I don't care. I don't care. So anyway, I shake in the car while I drink my drink, and I play radio roulette, where I basically try to go through a couple of songs and get the chorus. But you can't obviously play the song very long because I'll get a copyright. Guess what Dora got? A copyright the other day. But not one of those bad ones, like, shut your channel down kind of thing. But just like, we noticed that you're playing, a song that's, is copyrighted. And, bad Dora. Snap, slap, 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 bang, bang. So anyway, nothing bad, but we should be a little bit more careful, Dora. So anyway, let's drink some water. Drink our drink. But anyway, it's very, very warm here. It's 27 degrees at 7:39 a.m. It's quite warm. All my bottles are shaking around. The park run, that is a 5K, free 5K walk run along the beach, has just finished, but there's cars everywhere. I wish I could show you at the beach. There's cars everywhere. But that's all right. It's good to see people at the beach, right? I'm just going to try to find a park. Hello, Mr. Policeman. See, I can't get in trouble by Mr. Policeman because I'm not holding the phone. Just give me a second, guys. I'm going a bit bush bashing here. Whoa, 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 shit. Literally, I'm just going to a car park across the road from the beach, and she's pretty wild. She's pretty wild. Okay, guys, no fear, I am here. I don't know who's here. 4 people here. I always lose people on that drive, but that's okay, because, just me talking to myself. Yes, Dora is on the Source on the 27th. I'm on the 17th at Mike Adventure Spikes. Hey, Mike, how you going? I think, Crystal, have you met Mike? Mike Adventure Spikes? Spiky Sparks. He is our friend from Minnesota. I'm taking that off, guys, because we need to go walking. Okay, hat. Okay, let me dress myself while we're getting dressed here, ready here. I need to put some sunscreen on because it is the season of summer, guys. It is warm, so hat. God, I've got hair in my eye. God, I'm complaining a lot this morning, guys. Slap. So, guys, it is Christmas time, right? And Christmas time, we all put a little pudge on, right? Because we're all overindulging in food. It is what it is, right? I get it. But I'm doing me, and I am mindful that this time of year we put the pudge on. So I need to keep the exercise up, even though we're really busy. Like today, I've got like everyone's got something planned on the holidays, right? I've got a family Christmas party. I've got a DJ that I'm going to see tonight. I've got stuff around the house that I need to do. Yeah, so because we're renovating, so there's a lot going on, right? So it's easy to go, you know what? Fuck your routine, Dora. Fuck it. Just do it in the new year. Fuck it. But in those 10 days, or I don't know how many days till New Year's, like 13, 14 days, I will just progressively get sloppier and sloppier. Now, no judgment, guys. I know people are looking at this going, well, Dora, who cares if you put on a little bit of weight? It doesn't really matter in the scale of life. But for me personally, I want to take some pressure off my knees. So that means I need to lose some weight. And if I keep on continually like going, oh, it's Christmas time, it's holidays, live a little, Dora. You don't need your green juice. You don't need to go walk along the beach and do a live. You don't need to do some, you don't need to watch what you eat. Then you know what? I'm going to get to 2026 and go, crap. Why didn't I, maybe not drink so much over the Christmas break? Why did I have all that Christmas cake? Why didn't I just get up in the morning and go for a walk? Why didn't I? So that's why I'm doing this, guys. And let me do this because I'm literally across the road from the beach. So let me show you guys. So the beach is, oh, that's my head. The beach is just over there. I'm just parked in the car park. So I'm just literally drinking this and then we're going to go across the road and we're going to go walking. Now, I am inviting people, if you would like to join me on a live this morning, my link to my community post, my link to my live is in my community post. So Mike has come on before, but Susan has never joined me. So Susan is trying to get some clothes on. She's going to put a bra on, okay, because, we don't want to see her braless. And she's in her BJs at the moment, so she's going to get herself beautified, and she's going to join me. It's going to be the first time Dora and Susan have ever done a live together publicly. We've done lives together, but privately, just to, help Susan when she was starting to get on her live mission. So I'd love to catch up with you again, Mike. I'd love to know, how about the topic today, guys? And Crystal, I know mainly Italian is there. I'd love to, people to come up online and say, what are they doing for Christmas? And look, I know that a lot of people, like, for example, I know Mike is going to have a quiet Christmas this year because he's not going back to his family. But maybe just share what a typical Christmas is normally for you. I'd love to know. Like, what I'm doing this year is a typical Christmas for me, and I'll share that with you. But I'd love to know what a typical Christmas is for you where you live. And if you don't want to join, it's fine. Because I'll just keep on talking to myself anyway. So anyway, guys, I'm just going to finish this off. Sorry, let me shut up for a second. Okay. After that, I need a bit of water to wash that down. All right. Keys. All right, that. Give me a second. I'm just going to put some sunscreen on my arms because, again, it's really quite warm here. I promise I will get there, guys. I'm just looking after myself, guys. And this is really important, right? Like, it's easy for me to go, you know what? I've got people online. They want to see the beach. I should rush to the beach. Sorry, I'm not thinking about you guys. Sorry. Not sorry. I'm putting some sunscreen on because, a little bit of sunscreen. I don't particularly like wearing sunscreen. A lot of it's full of, bad shit. But I bought this one from a health food shop, and hopefully it's not full of too much bad shit. It cost me a fortune because it's not full of bad shit. But anyway, I put a little bit of bad shit on me. And then I'm going to put a long sleeve shirt on. because, again, I live in Australia. It's very, very warm. Sun melanomas here in Australia are very, very common. My dad had melanomas and skin cancers cut out of him all the time, all over his face, all over his arms, and my skin is very typical of my dad's skin. So I need to look after myself. So guys, I'm sorry. Not sorry. Okay, I think we can go. Oh, let me just beautify myself a little bit, right? Let me just put some lip gloss on my lips. Again, lips should be looked after too, guys. Okay, what do we got? Water, hat, keys. Turn the car off. I'm still here, guys. I'm just doing up my shirt. All right, guys, let's get to the bed. Let's get to the beach. Now, if you'd like to join me on a live this morning, if I know you, of course. If I don't know you, I won't add you. We're going to go a little bit further up today, guys, I think. Yeah, we're going to go further up. Actually, Susan, let's see if the snake's there. So yesterday, we were down here, and then 2 days ago, we were down here, and I saw a snake on the beach. It was dead, but the first time I saw it, I wasn't quite sure if it was dead or not. Anyway, I saw it yesterday, 2 days later, and it stinks, right? Because it's dead. Dead animal stinks. But Susan made a good point. She said you should probably ring the council to tell them to get rid of it. So I did ring the council. So let's see if it's gone. I can't see it from here, but it does look like it's gone. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's gone. I can't. Oh no, I can smell something. God, something stinks though. What is that? What is that? That's like a knee pad. Actually, oh, there it is. It's still there. Oh my God, guys, it's still there. Well, good to see the council actually gets rid of it. It's still there. Fuck me. Serious, guys. That's so bad. So bad. So I spent like 15 minutes on the phone to council, giving them description of what it was, exactly where it is, the street, the corner behind the toilet block. Still here. Dead snake, guys. Dead snake. Now that's not normal, guys. That is not normal. Okay, so I'm going to take that off. Okay, guys, we've got to do a jumping for joy. We have to break that up because that's, yeah, pretty gross. I know, it's pretty gross. It's pretty gross. I know. Okay, give me a second. I just got to untangle these guys. I won't be long. I'm just untangling myself. And I could be getting myself into a bigger mess here, right? But anyway, that's all right. I much prefer to wear these things than have to charge something up. All right. Now, I have to say it, guys, I don't always see the chat. Just saying. I don't always see the chat because I can't. Because it is a bit glary here, guys. It's a bit glary, okay? She's a bit glary. So, I'm inviting you on, if you'd like to join me today, on a live. Now, I'm using the app on the phone on YouTube. So you don't actually have to download any particular apps. You just need to go to my community post and click on the link there. And it will take you to the back end of my live. And I just accept you. And then you basically are side by side on the live with me. And the topic that we're talking about today is I'd love to hear about what a typical Christmas is like for you. Okay. So, yeah, I guess I'll start. What is a typical Christmas? Because obviously I live in the Southern Hemisphere. So the Southern Hemisphere at Christmas time is sunny. It is beach weather. It is summer. So a lot of it revolves depending on where you live. Obviously, I live near the beach. I'm 5 minutes away from the beach. I sometimes go for a beach swim on Christmas Day just to, because it's very rejuvenating. Look at this water. It's beautiful. And again, you won't see a snake. Normally, you don't see a snake, guys. So that was just a once-off weird thing. But generally on Christmas Day, I've seemed to have Christmas Day always at my house. I'm one of those kind of event planners. I love to plan, not plan, but like I just like to host. I don't mind hosting, guys. And so generally, I'll invite my mum, my dad. Well, my dad's not with us anymore, but I'd normally invite my mum, dad, my sister, and my sister now has a daughter. So my niece comes along, her partner. So immediate family. I don't have a huge family where I live in Queensland. And so that's pretty much my family. And then obviously my partner and his family. So my partner, Diego, his father used to also come to our Christmas party, but unfortunately he's now passed away too. So this year, our Christmas party will be on Christmas Day, so the 25th. So everyone kind of celebrates different days. It can be the 24th, it can be the 25th, it could be Boxing Day, it's up to you. But in Australia, or for me personally, oh, we have someone. Who is that? We have someone, guys. We have someone special that's going to join us. Hello, Carol. How you going?
Mary,
Oh
but
my. Oh, sorry.
It'll be fine.
Well, I couldn't even see that. Oh, it's Mary.
Yes.
Oh, hey, Mary. I can't see very well, but all I can see is I can see snow. I can see snow and ice. That is what I can see.
That's why
Mary.
I figured I'd show the alternate from the beach to the snow.
Wow, that is great. Let me just show you my backyard. My backyard to Mary's backyard. Now, Mary, which channel are you coming from today?
Blessed to Crochet.
Okay, Blessed to Crochet. See,
Yes.
that's why I don't know why I get you mixed up with Bountiful but Beautiful, but you know how I get that. I mean, it's not hard to do, right? So,
No.
guys, introduce yourself first. Turn the camera around and introduce yourself. That way people know who you are, because on here it doesn't actually tell you who you are.
I'm Mary with Blessed to Crochet, and the channel is also owned by my mom. It's her channel. I just need the wonderful, wonderful connection. And we also have Blessings Through Connection, which we'll get back to next week. But you don't need a crochet hook to be a part of it. We just crochet that connection. So we just hit 2K, and I'm going to be a grandmother in June of 26.
Okay, so let's everyone say congratulations to Mary, because 2K. Now, 2K on which channel? Which channel?
Blessed to Crochet just hit 2K.
Okay, Blessed to Crochet has hit 2K, which is a massive achievement, right? Massive.
Yes.
That's wow. Happy dance, happy dance.
I crocheted in the snow.
Happy dance, happy dance, happy dance, happy dance. You crocheted in the snow.
Yeah, for 20 minutes.
Oh, wow. That would have been cold.
It wasn't too bad. I'm glad I did it then and not today, because the wind is really, really bad. Like, we've had times earlier today where you could not see the street, anything out the window, totally white out.
Wow.
So,
Which
yeah.
state are you in? I'm guessing you're northern states.
We're in Ohio.
Ohio. Okay, so I'm a bit
Yeah.
ignorant. I know Cleveland, Ohio is Cleveland, right?
Yes.
But whereabouts is Ohio in
Well,
the
Ohio
states?
is near on the other side of Indiana. I forgot what the other side.
Okay, I know where.
Pennsylvania and Kentucky.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I know where Minnesota is. I know where Minnesota is because Mike Adventure Sparks, which I think you know, he's in the chat. He's in Minnesota. So he's like at the top, kind of bordering Canada. So I know that. So where are you from, Minnesota?
Probably about a 20-hour, at least 17-hour drive.
Okay. You're not neighbors then.
No. Our neighboring states are Indiana, Kentucky, and Pennsylvania.
Okay, so would you be classed as more central?
Would we be classified as more central? I think so.
Okay.
Not quite sure.
Right.
Sorry, Mocha's barking.
Okay, but still, wow. Okay, so it's snowing. Mike has been telling me about his snow. And you guys are obviously, turning back to snow because I love that. Let's go back to, I love you seeing your face too, Mary, but it's really just quite an extreme polar difference from my ocean, people swimming at the beach.
Yeah.
There's like people sunbaking and it's only like 7:30 in the morning. This is
Yesterday
breakfast.
it rained and we had a lot of snow on the ground, and for December, it's really weird that this early, it's not even winter yet. It's not like the first day of winter yet. And we had rain, it melted all of it, and then it decided to put it back on the ground today.
Wow. So when is officially the first day of winter?
It's not 2 more days and it'll be the first day of winter. And we have had more snow this year already than I think I remember ever in December. I mean, you can see it on the ground, but
how deep is it? Yeah, how deep is it?
The thing is frozen.
Yeah, right.
I mean, that's how much is
so
in
it's
the
cold.
Yeah.
So it's cold.
It's cold.
Right.
I'm not going out there today.
Yeah, that's all right. Now I get it. Yeah, wow. That's pretty cool though. Look, imagine having a cup of tea on that little dining, like on your little patio. Is that your patio or your backyard?
Yeah, it's our patio.
Yeah,
we live in an apartment setting.
Wow,
and
I'm so unique.
And I'm going to be a grandma in June of 26. That's the other big news.
Is this your first grandchild?
This is the first grandbaby, so I'm excited.
Right, and is grandbaby live near you, or will live near you? That you'll have grandma.
My daughter lives. Can you take her in the bedroom, please? Sorry. My daughter lives about an hour away, so we can get to her pretty easily.
Oh, that's good. That's good. So you
baby
will be able to have
healthy and strong and good, and so we're glad because my daughter's a diabetic, so just puts her in a little higher level, but she's in good hands. Baby's in good hands, and so
wow, that is exciting news.
Yes.
Okay, so I can see why you were so excited. I mean, it's amazing that you got to 2K, but it's probably like on a personal level for you to have your daughter having a baby. That's amazing.
Yeah, our
amazing.
First.
Yeah, that's lovely. That's nice.
Here is our Christmas tree. See if I can. There's our Christmas tree.
Oh wow, yeah.
We got the presents under there. I don't think we'll celebrate Christmas on Christmas this year, but
why is that?
Because we will celebrate it with my daughter and son-in-law, and so whenever they come, is when we'll come. When we'll have it, they'll come over here. So
interesting that you bring up that topic. So my topic was today. Tell me what a typical Christmas is for you and what day you celebrate normally. I get this year's going to be different, but what's your normal?
Well, normally we've always celebrated it on the 25th. But when my daughter and son-in-law got married, I made a little thing for them. I said to them, it's not about the holiday or the,
Mhm.
the holiday itself. It's about celebrating with you guys.
Yeah, togetherness.
So he has his parents not far from where we live, you
Yep.
know. And I said, I don't want you to have to choose. So you guys can come whenever you want to. We can celebrate it the 22nd, any time during the holidays. If we have to wait to celebrate it till next year, it's cool. And that was the gift that we gave to them. So up until she got married, we celebrated it most of the time on the 25th, which was December. When
Mhm.
I was a kid, we had Christmas. Now, my grandfather was a quadriplegic. He had multiple sclerosis. So they believed that all holidays, out of all the holidays, Christmas needed to be celebrated in my home. But my
Oh,
grandfather had all of his, his hospital bed and everything and all the things he needed at his house. So he made the effort to come over to my house for Christmas.
wow, that's a big
So
effort too.
somebody had to go over and get my grandparents. My grandmother didn't drive. They only lived about 20 minutes from us. And we brought them over. We had brunch. And as a kid, I sat there and I thought to myself, I have to wait to open the gifts because it was like noon before we opened them. And all my friends were outside playing with their, toys and stuff. I had to wait. And we, from the time I was little, always opened a gift. Somebody was the passer outer. It was usually me. It's now my daughter. And eventually it'll probably be the grandbabies. And so we would open a gift and then really enjoy somebody watching them open it. And I really didn't appreciate till I was older how much it was teaching me the joy of giving rather than receiving. Because
Oh, that's actually really nice. Yeah.
we let somebody open a gift and we just said we're going to enjoy this moment. You know what I mean? We didn't rush it.
Yeah.
And so we didn't hand people all their gifts and say, okay, everybody open it at once. It could take 3
Yep.
hours to open all the presents. And
Yeah.
we just enjoyed it. And it was such a special time and a special moment and everything. So that's how I grew up. That's how we grew up. That's how we did with my daughter. And we've continued that. But the only thing that changed is I said to my daughter and son-in-law before they got married, we do not have to celebrate Christmas on Christmas. Now, this
Yeah.
Thanksgiving was the first time we celebrated Thanksgiving on Thanksgiving with them. We went to Indiana to tell my husband's grandmother that she was going to be a great great grandmother for the very first time,
Oh, isn't that nice?
which is something
How
I'm sure that's
exciting.
very, very rare.
Very rare. Yeah, very rare.
She
Wow.
has probably about 30 grandchildren and like 33 great grandchildren, but this is the first line of the great great grandchildren. So we were able to
Wow.
tell his family the wonderful, wonderful news. But it's like whenever we celebrate Christmas, and now if we've celebrated Christmas already, which probably Christmas is going to go by, gifts are still going to be under the tree. My mom and I and my husband will get up, we'll have breakfast, we'll watch a movie, we'll just relax. I'll probably crochet throughout the day, and then we'll have dinner and we'll go to bed. We just
Okay.
really kind of have family.
Yeah, well, that's
So,
nice.
yeah.
Can I
That's
ask what food's on the table?
Well, we have a local place that does like a seasoned prime rib, but
Oh,
I guess and I didn't know this, but when you're pregnant, you really have to make sure that your meat temperature is at a certain degree. And so because of that, I don't want to take a chance of not being able to cook the prime rib to safety standards for my daughter. So we're going to do filet mignons instead,
okay.
because that way I can control and make sure. I guess it's supposed to be at least 140 degrees, which that'll take out most of the flavor in a prime rib. So
Yeah.
we're gonna do, just for safety reasons this year, we're gonna do filet mignons. I just got a chuck roast. I'm gonna throw in my Instapot when we celebrate Christmas with my mom and my husband and my mom or myself. We'll just do a chuck roast and stuff like that. But we have noodle pudding that's on our channel, a recipe
Noodle
that's
pudding.
delicious.
What is that?
It's an actually Armenian recipe. It came from my
Oh,
godparents, and we have it on our channel.
right.
It is delicious. That's
Oh,
like a must on the table. My daughter loves green bean casserole. That has to come on the table. Um, we are doing pumpkin cake, which is on the
ooh,
channel.
yum.
I do peanut
Pumpkin
butter
cake.
cookies. Yes. If you don't like
Mm.
pumpkin pie, I guarantee you like pumpkin cake.
Oh, I
Um,
love pumpkin anything.
peanut butter cookies, which are on the channel because
Amazing.
yes, peanut butter cookies because my son-in-law can't do milk products, so those are on the channel. Those are safe for him to eat, be able to eat. Mashed potatoes. We'll have a salad, some bread, and deviled eggs. My daughter loves deviled eggs, so I'll have those on the table.
Yum.
And we just enjoy each other as a family. And then this is kind of the last year before grandbaby comes, and it'll be a very different Christmas. Last year, my daughter's like, "Mom, please not too much baby stuff because I want to enjoy one more year before baby." I said,
Well, being like without being a mum, like then she'll be a mum and then that'll be it for her.
"Yeah,
Yeah, wow.
yeah." There's a couple
Wow, that's
things
interesting.
I've gotten a couple things for baby. I did two gifts. One for my daughter from what we're calling it on our channel, Little Bean. And that's what they want to refer to it as for the foreseeable future. And I said, whatever information you want me to release, I will, and what you don't, I won't. And
Right.
so I got a little gift for Daddy to be from Little Bean, and one for my daughter from Little Bean. And
Well,
I didn't try to
everyone's
do too
saying
much.
everyone's saying Mary's Christmas sounds exciting. Yeah, the food sounds amazing, doesn't it, Susan? Let's go to Mary's for Christmas because, like, there's no grandbaby yet, so let's go before the
Yeah,
grandbaby's due, right, Susan? Let's go. She'll be fine. Shh, don't tell her. That's amazing. So
yeah,
can I ask one question? So, in the state of Ohio. Oh
Ohio.
god, I can't even say it. Ohio. What is something that's what's a tradition? What's a tradition? Is there a tradition? I mean, I don't know. I don't even have one myself. If you ask me, well, I wouldn't have a clue. But
I
is there
don't
something
know if
that's
there's
something traditional?
I don't know if there's necessarily a tradition. I mean, there's a house. I probably won't go until next week, but there's a house. I wouldn't go out in the roads today for nothing. We may have to go because my mom needs some medication and I have some medicine. But other than that, I wouldn't go on the roads because it's icy. It's rained yesterday and now today.
Yeah.
But there's a house I'm planning to take everybody to that's kind of not far. And it is lit up from top to bottom. And we go there every year and see
Oh,
it. And they
cool.
seem to add more and more. Um, no matter where we've lived, we've always gone. If our church service has a church service that has a candlelight, we've gone there. I don't know if there's a tradition necessarily.
Okay. But Christmas
One of
lights
the
is one of your things.
one of the things that we did this year, those know that my aunt passed in March, and I had a friend of my aunt's who still lives in the same area that my aunt did when she was growing up. And I said, "Could you do me a favor and go to the beach and get some Daytona Beach sand and mail it to me?" But she is supposed to mail it to
Oh,
me. And
okay.
my daughter likes the necklaces, you know what I'm talking about. And we can't get any of, those things. But what I'm going to do instead is fill that necklace with a little bit of Daytona Beach sand. And I'm going
Oh,
to put it under the tree, hopefully. And then
yeah.
every year try to like, in a way of honoring my aunt because my aunt
Aunt.
loved
Yeah.
Christmas. She loved giving is to be able to, put that necklace with a little bit of Daytona Beach sand in there because my aunt loved the beach. I mean, she was like
Oh,
saltwater to her core, and that was her happy place. So I think that you kind of I don't know where it is. You create your own traditions and you
yes,
carry
yes, you
them,
do. Yep.
and I think one of them has certainly been not rushing opening the Christmas gifts. And that sounds so small, and I didn't understand it because you just want to, just do it. But now I look back and think those are such special memories to
Yes,
watching
true.
everybody react to opening their gifts, you know, that you've spent time and effort putting some thought into.
Yeah, that's really nice actually. Can you flip to your
The
snow
snow
again?
again?
Because I just wanna
Yeah, I can.
yeah, because I gotta finish on this. Like, I just think that contrast is amazing. So it's so
And
cool that you jumped on to show us.
another
Yep,
thing I've done too is my daughter, I've created for many years a Shutterfly calendar. If people are looking for inexpensive gifts, a Shutterfly calendar that I've put pictures in of, so forth for, throughout the year. And that's a great another way of being able to kind of keep the memory. And I'll start a new calendar for this little one on the way. And I put pictures and I put birthdays and all that kind of stuff. And I pick a silly day in the month of every month. And I think this year I picked in June, I think it's Hug an Australian month.
Oh, really?
And I put that
That's
in
cool.
because we have a friend of ours in Australia. And so that's something, if people are looking for kind of personalized gifts, go to Shutterfly and make somebody a calendar. And my daughter loves them. She looks
Yeah.
through them. She stores them every year. So with this grandbaby, I'm going to start in January because it's due in June, and put
Yep.
pictures in it. Take my daughter takes pictures every Sunday after church, and so she can show her
Oh, okay.
growing belly as the time goes by, and
Oh,
pictures. And so grandbaby's calendar starts next year, but
wow, that will be very interesting actually. Yeah,
and their
very.
quality on Shutterfly is excellent. But
Yeah, right.
if you're
Good
looking about
idea.
doing a gift,
Yeah. Okay,
it's
that's
great.
great.
Yep.
Great. Well, Mary, flip around again. I just want to say thank you for coming on.
You're welcome. It was lovely. I thought you're out there. I had to
Yeah.
show you this. And
Yeah,
I
no,
don't
I
think you can.
loved it.
I don't know if I can zoom in or not. Well, yeah, I can.
What have you
I don't
got?
know
What have
if
you
you can
got?
see, like right up there, there's actually birds' nests in the trees up there.
Oh, I can't
I don't
see
know if
that.
people can
Can
see that,
anyone
but
can anyone see that in the chat? I can't see it.
all the way up there, you
Wow,
can
that's
see
special.
actual bird
That's
nests that are
special.
up in the tree, that little round thing that are up. There's probably about, I'd say at least two that I see, if not three little bird
Wow,
nests that are up there. So,
that's cool.
yeah.
Well, congratulations again for hitting 2K and for being a future grandmother. That's
I'm a
exciting.
yaya. Yaya is
Yeah, yeah.
grandmother in
You know,
Greek.
Marnie? Oh, Greek. Okay. Well, I'm definitely going to check out Blessings to Connections for these recipes that you were talking about.
No, those
They
are all
sound
on Blessed. Those are all on Blessed to
blessed.
Crochet.
Okay, blessed to crochet. Okay, blessed to crochet. All right, cool.
Blessing.
All right,
We'll get back to Blessings through Connection. We had a computer issue, and
okay,
I'm going to get back next week to that. But
okay, cool. All right, guys. Say thank you everyone to Mary for jumping on. That is awesome to see her backyard and to see Mary's face and to hear about Mary's traditions and that basically it's nice how you do like the deal with the son-in-law and like that's a really hard situation.
yeah,
When like there's so many different family members and different, sides. And it's nice that you're taking the pressure off.
yep,
That's really nice.
yep.
So have
Thank you.
yourself a really nice Christmas and holiday season with your family and
I
enjoy
will, and you
enjoy
too.
this one without babies because next year it'll be like lots of crying babies everywhere. See ya.
Just one.
One. Well, I'm sure there'll be another one after that. Trust me, I betcha.
God
See
willing.
ya. See ya,
All
yay,
right.
yay. Bye.
Bye bye, everybody.
Okay, guys. So we Oh, we have already. Oh, we have Susan. Hello.
Hi. Oh, yeah, it's a really, really long hat. Can you see it?
Oh my God.
Look at that. Oh, you can't even see the bottom. It's like, ooh. Really, really long hat. Can you see it?
Oh my God.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Sorry. I'm out in the veranda. You won't have background noise now. Yeah.
When you were showing us that hat, all I could think of was dancing and whipping it around and, you know, using it as like a tool to dance with.
Yeah, it's a very long hat.
It is very, I've never seen, where the hell did you get that from?
No idea. Oh, hello, Crystal. Hello. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Everyone loves the hat. I have had this hat for years. I couldn't tell you where I got
Really?
it from.
That is
But
cool.
when I'm not wearing it, I've got this big ornament in the house which stands taller than me. It was meant to be a garden thing, and it's a giant rooster. And I call it Kevin the Rooster. It's always been called Kevin the Rooster.
Of
And
course it is.
anyway, he wears the Christmas hat when I'm not wearing it.
Okay. So thanks, Kevin, for letting us lend the hat for this live. So
Yeah.
this is our first live actually together. We've talked about this for a while.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've been on a few of your wig adventures with you, but that's a little bit
No,
different.
but like, yeah, but we kind of talked about doing a one-on-one for a while actually, and not that we've, you know, we've planned this. There's no, we never plan anything, but well, I don't anyway. But it's cool that we, you know, we're literally one-on-one together here, not on Doran's channel or wearing a wig, even though we're both wearing hats. So tell us,
Well,
Susan,
you've
what?
have something on your head.
Yeah, exactly. So Susan, tell us, because Mary,
Yes.
you know, I don't know how. I'm sure you can come back at Mary's. Mary showed us a pretty good Christmas, but
Yeah.
I'm sure you've got some traditions or some, you know, ideas of what you do, and I'd love to hear about them.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, first of all,
I mean,
first of all, introduce your channel because it doesn't actually tell you who you are on this live.
well,
So not
okay,
everyone knows who you are. Funnily
I'm
enough.
Susan. Oddly enough, I know there might be a person or two. So I'm
Yeah.
Susan from High Country Homestead. I am in the Alpine region of Victoria in Australia. I live on a farm, my own farm. We sort of try and do self-sufficiency, try and grow our own stuff as much as humanly possible. I have sheep, I have chickens, I have cows, and yeah, and we just wing it most of the time and sort of go with the flow and where things take us.
Cool. So
Yeah.
obviously, if you don't know Susan, get to know Susan. She's an
Yeah, get
interesting
to know
character. She's an
me.
interesting character. We like her.
Well, thank you.
So tell us, what's your usual Christmas? What's a normal Christmas look like for you? When do you celebrate it?
Sorry, when did you
Yep.
say?
Yep, when?
We do sort of celebrate it on Christmas Day, I suppose. It's a fairly quiet Christmas for us because there's only really me and my daughter now. Um, I don't have other family, like I don't have parents or siblings or aunties or uncles or anything like that. Um, I've got a couple of cousins in England, but it's really just us. So what we tend to do is on Christmas Eve, we have all the neighbours up for a little bit of a drinky poo.
Oh,
Um, and we have, obviously snacks and stuff like that. And sometimes that evening can end at about 10 p.m. and other times it goes through to about 2 o'clock in the morning. So that's sort of a Christmas Eve tradition. And that was something that my parents did. Like when I was growing up, that was something my parents always did, was they had the neighbours around for Christmas drinks. And so I've sort of continued that tradition. And I can even remember long ago, when we lived overseas, my parents were caretakers of a big house, and it was a huge house. And we used to play this game called sardines, which isn't particularly common over here. And it's sort of a little bit like hide and seek.
Right.
And this is traditional Christmas Eve game, I suppose. And what you do is one person, you'll have like a group of people, one person goes to hide.
Right.
And then after a few minutes, one person from the group, well, everyone, in fact, they go looking for the one person who is hidden. Now, when you find that person, you don't expose them and say, woohoo, I won. You hide with them. So if they've got into a closet and you find them in a closet, you have to get into the closet with them. And then the next person to find the two of you in the closet, well, they have to cram in as well. And so you end up with like about 64 people hiding behind a curtain or in a closet or in the back seat of a car or behind the fridge or in the woodshed or wherever, you know. So, and that's why it's called sardines, because everyone like piles in on top of each other like a tin of sardines.
Oh, that's cool.
So hang on, there's something there in the chat. What was that? Mainly Italian. Do I see many kangaroos? Yeah, look, we do. We get kangaroos here. Not right at this minute in time, but plenty of them. Kangaroos and wombats and possums and bats and all sorts of things. So yeah, always fun and games. You never know what animals you're going to find when you go outside. So that's our Christmas Eve tradition. So have the neighbours
Right.
up, and then we play sardines.
So you're still
And
playing sardines with everyone now?
oh shit, yeah!
I love
I-
that. That is so cool.
When you've got
That is
over 100,
really good.
when you've got as many acres as I have, why miss an opportunity to lose everyone in the bush?
You probably still haven't found them from last year.
Oh no, luckily they do come out eventually because they get hungry.
Ah, true. Okay, that makes sense. Or thirsty, or they need to go to the toilet like me.
Yeah, that's right. Then we come to Christmas Day.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm in the chook house while I'm doing this.
Good.
Christmas Day is well, I mean, when you're on a farm and it's just sort of you're the only adult and you've got animals to feed, like chickens, you have to sort of still tend to your animals. So basically, we just have a normal day, a normal farm day. We used to, when we first moved up here, hey, Pavel, come here. I've got a rogue chicken on the run. When we first moved up here, we used to, like, if we had presents, we'd open them in the morning. And, but then that was sort of it, really. It was like no excitement, nothing different about the day. So what we tend to do now is we just have a normal work day. You know, you get up, you feed your animals, you tend to your cows, you look after your sheep, might do a bit of spot of gardening or whatnot. And then when it gets to about midday, we'll put on the Christmas meal to cook.
Yep.
And then we, or at least start preparing it. And then we tend to have our Christmas dinner at about 5, 6 o'clock. And we will open, if we've got any, we will open a present just prior to eating dinner or while it's cooking.
Mhm.
And then after dinner, we will open anything that's still left, because usually it's food, you know. So food is yummy and food is cheap and there's a lot of chocolate involved. So like stockings, and I'll have like in my daughter's stocking, I might have a bag of Mars bars, and in my stocking there might be a bag of Turkish delights, and
Yum.
I've got to have a Terry's chocolate orange because
Oh,
it's
yes. It's very
have a-
English.
yeah. So I've got to have a Terry's chocolate orange and a Satsuma in the bottom of my stocking. But we basically just fill the stockings with chocolate. So we just sort of go on chocolate fest while we're waiting for the dinner to cook, and then we have our Christmas meal. And
So what is your tradition? What's your food? What's going to be on your food? What's on your table this year? Or what has been on your table traditionally?
look, traditionally, and sort of having English heritage, I do like to stick to the typical traditional English Christmas meal. So
Yep.
I usually do a turkey.
Ooh, yeah.
I get, in the past when I had family that were alive, I would do a glazed ham as well and put the cloves and things in it. But these days I'll just get like slices of ham from the deli. I do a turkey, I do ham, roast potatoes, Brussels sprouts, a gravy, and then I'll do a plum pudding that I made in October. But
Ooh.
it's
And,
a lot
and that's got wine in it, hasn't it? The plum pudding.
it's got everything in it.
I thought that. Yeah. So it's brewed quite nicely.
And what I do too is, because and it's a thing I got into, like 20 years ago. I know a lot of people don't like the traditional Christmas pudding. And I used to make this Christmas cake that had dark chocolate in it. And
Ooh.
thought, well, why can't I do that with pudding? So when I make the pudding, I put about a cup, sometimes more, of dark chocolate bits into it. And it just adds that little, it's not
Mm.
overwhelming. Like when you eat it, you're not necessarily taking a bite and going, oh my God, that's chocolate, but it does add that element to it. And people that don't like your traditional Christmas pudding or even the traditional Christmas cake like mine because I add the chocolate to it. And it's subtle, but it just changes the flavor profile.
Wow, that sounds really nice. So basically, I'm going to Mary's for dessert and I'm going to Susan's for dessert so far. Just saying.
Yeah. So
Wow.
so we have our Christmas day on the farm, just doing farm stuff, and then we have our traditional English dinner. And look, we've had a couple of hot days, but now it's cooled down again. It's like 19. It's meant to get to 19 today. It's only 10 here at the moment. But Christmas Day is meant to be like 16, 17 degrees.
Right.
We're not going to be lucky enough to get snow on Christmas Day in the middle of summer, but it's happened before.
No.
But
Yeah.
it's usually cold enough up here that I can actually have the wood stove going and go all out cooking a huge English traditional meal, and it doesn't overheat the house. So that's awesome. And then after that, we just sit back after we've eaten and eaten and eaten. We just sit down and we watch. I've got all these Christmas movies on DVD, and we sit down and we watch them.
Right. So what's your favorite Christmas movie?
Oh God. Well,
Home Alone.
no.
No.
Yeah,
What's
go
the
on.
other one? Oh God, it was just on TV the other day. Hugh Grant's in it. Oh God, what's it called?
Love Actually.
Yeah, Love Actually.
No, I don't mind that one, but
The Holiday with Keith. What's her name? The Titanic lady. What's her name? You can tell I don't know people's names.
yeah, I know.
the holiday where they swap lives, basically. Cameron Diaz from America to they swap holidays.
Well, no, strangely, a lot of my favorites are animated. I mean, I love Polar Express.
Oh,
I
okay.
love Arthur Christmas. I love
Hey, Deb.
Hello, Deb. Sorry, I'm having trouble with the chat since I'm not wearing my glasses. I forgot to bring them outside with me.
That's all right. We're between us. We'll be able to see one line.
I love the Christmas Carol, but the version that Jim Carrey did, I think, is the best animated version of Christmas Carol that's ever existed.
Okay.
But that's my own opinion, of course. But there was
okay. So Crystal's got here National Lampoon's Christmas. That's a good one. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. That's one of my classics. That's funny as hell. Yeah.
But there's a movie.
That's right. Yeah.
There's a movie I bought on DVD several years ago. I've never seen it on TV. It never hits Netflix. And it's called Man Who Invented Christmas. And my God, it's good. It's not animated. Yeah, it's really good. Paige and I, we watched it last night. And it's basically the story of Charles Dickens. And you're in his home with his wife and his kids. And it's how he wrote the story and how the story came together, and it's so fascinating. And then how they didn't think they could get it published in time for Christmas, and he left his publishers and he had to go and find an artist to do the drawings and find a printer to get it done, and they were like printing the first chapters while he still hadn't written half of the book yet, and he lay everything on the line to get this book out in time for Christmas. And it's it's a Christmas drama related to the writing of A Christmas Carol. And look, it's well worth it. If you come across this DVD anywhere or anyone sees it in their travels, it's called The Man Who Invented Christmas. And
can someone put that? Can someone write that in the chat for us? The Man That Invented Christmas.
I can probably, after the live, I'll pop it.
Yeah, you'll put it in the link. Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah.
But it is a wonderful film because it's about probably one of the biggest stories that's ever been told around Christmas. And it's just interesting to see it from a different angle, from a different perspective. So, yeah.
I'm sure.
And in a way, I reckon that's probably my favourite film because I love literature too, and I love Charles Dickens, and it just sort of ticks so many boxes for me.
Boxes, yeah. Right, okay. Well, I'm curious to see it. I've never seen it. I've never even heard of it, so I will check that out. So we've got Kathleen there. Hello, Kathleen. Traditions and like what we do on Christmas. So that's cool. Thank you, Susan, for jumping on. And I knew you'd be up for it. I mean, this wasn't pre-arranged. This was never pre-arranged. Nothing's ever pre-arranged with me. Hardly ever. So thank you for jumping on the board and telling us your Christmas. And I've got to say, can you leave me some pudding? I really want some pudding.
Oh, pudding.
That pudding sounds really good. That sounds really nice.
I usually make it sort of mid-year, so maybe what I'll do is I'll put you aside for the next piece. So, when you come and visit and see your calf,
that's right. Hey, so what's happening with my calf? More importantly, what's happening with my calf, people? What is happening?
Look, Dot is definitely pregnant, but I don't know how far along she is. I'd say that there's a couple of the cows that must have either not got pregnant the first time round, or they did, and then they lost the calves still the first month or two of gestation. So I think they've sort of reset the clock and they're starting again. Dot is pregnant, but the way she's looking at the moment, I'd say another 4 or 6 weeks.
Okay. And then we're going to have a little Dora calf.
Hopefully, yeah. If it's a girl, we'll call it Dora.
And if it's a boy, you can call him Doran.
I actually had that thought, so ends up being between you and the sauce in the end.
Dora or Doran. Come on, Dora.
Before I go, I want to say that I'm really glad I could see here in the chat that a few people, including Nicholas, have actually seen The Man Who Invented Christmas. I'm really glad about that.
Wow.
And
Okay.
I want to wish everyone a wonderful and safe Christmas and New Year, and let's hope that 2026 is the most wonderful year for everyone.
Yes. Are you going to do a live before Christmas?
Yeah, look, I'm going to be doing one on
Tuesday?
Yeah,
Okay.
because I usually go every fortnight. So Tuesday Australian time, Monday American time or
Perfect.
Canadian. And I might do another couple because I mean usually I'm uploading videos and things, but between the issues with the solar panels not working and running out of water for a week there, I've just had so much other stuff on my mind that what I haven't done is edited a video.
Oh, look.
So
It's okay, Susan.
I'm going to chuck in a few
Do the
extra
live
logs.
instead. Yeah, that's a good
Yep.
idea. Yeah, cool.
Okay.
All right. Well,
Anyway.
everyone looks forward to that. Thank you for jumping on, Susan. We'll see ya. We'll talk to you anyway. Love the hat. Love the hat.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Guys, so we've had Mary on. Does anyone else want to come to my live? Is in my community post, but we're talking about what Christmas, what do you do traditionally for Christmas? So if you want to jump on and talk about what you do for Christmas, it's open. I'm just going to get the car and get a battery pack because I'm nearly down with battery as per usual. So it's really interesting. Like, I mean, like Susan's in Australia, right? And I'm in Australia. But like, you know, she does, like, everyone does different things, right? In Australia, we don't really have a massive tradition, right? I really want to talk about a tradition I experienced in Mexico, actually, guys. So if no one comes on, I'll tell you about my tradition, like what I do for Christmas and what, whoops, I wasn't supposed to show my car, guys. Who do we have? I don't know. I can't see who that is. Oh, it's Kathleen. It's Kathleen. It's Kathleen. It's Kathleen. Hello, Kathleen.
Hello. Good. How are you?
It's nice to see you.
You too.
It's been a while. It's been a while since we've actually been on live together.
It has been a long while.
Hey, mate, I think we've got a bit of background noise. I think you've got somewhere playing the live in the background.
No.
No? Okay, hold on. Let me just unplug this second again. Okay. For a second.
Hello?
Hello, hello. Okay, there's no
hello.
background noise. Okay, good. We're good. Okay, let me just get my battery pack because I'm dying here.
You get your family
yes.
at Christmas, Susan. That's awesome. Hi, Deborah. I'm sorry I called you Susan, Deborah. I get names stuck in my head.
So, Kathleen, do you want to introduce your channel first? Because not everyone knows who you are. I mean, we all know who you are, but someone watching the replay might not know who you are. So,
sure.
If you would like to do that, that'd be great.
Hello, Nicholas Groyo. Yes, my channel is basically a safe place to come and chat. I share my thoughts on different things. Hello, mainly Italian. And it's a healing journey, and I want it to be a safe place for us all to heal together. And I have now started doing a double me, Sonia and Kathleen, to share my thoughts. So
I do like the Sonia and Kathleen double.
Thank you.
It's actually pretty
fun.
cool. I mean, I like Kathleen. but like
Oh,
I like
thank
a
you.
little comedy. So like, you know, like I think it just adds, it shows a bit of personality. Like, I mean, you know, traditionally, I mean, I can say this because I'm your friend, right? And
Yeah.
I never mean to be nasty to you at all, not at all. But like, you are very conservative. Like, you're very polite. I mean, you do, like, we do have a bit of jokes every now and then, but you know, on your channel, you are very serious.
I
You know, you're
am.
talking about serious topics, right? So it's hard, you know, it's hard to kind of make that into like a bit of a joke, right?
Yeah.
So, but I think what we're doing with Sonia is actually you're making it a little bit more real,
The other
like
side of me.
personable,
Yeah.
and it shows the other
Exactly.
side, and I think that's lovely. I think I think when you can show the other side of you, people they get to know the other you, and I think that's really
Yeah.
important, right?
It
Yeah,
is.
and
Yeah.
sometimes, like on my channel, like, you probably see too much of the other me, but that's okay. That's, you know, that's that's
No, it's
me,
not too
right?
much.
But that's what I like about Sonia. It just shows the real you
Yeah.
without being, you know, your professional you,
Exactly.
and I
So I
think
go
people
into
love
that.
that.
I go into that professional dialogue when I'm
Yes, yeah, that's
automatically, and I
right.
have a hard time breaking it, except for now with my Sonia and Kathleen gig. Then it's a
Hmm.
little bit easier.
We do. So before we
Yeah.
start talking about Kathleen's Christmas, let me just say hello to a few people, because when I'm walking along, I always say this to people, but I forget to tell people sometimes, is that I can't see the chat. I have a lot of reflection when I'm walking on the beach, so I can't actually welcome people in. So I see there's a Nicholas. Hello, Nicholas. Thank you for participating in the chat. I think you said that you actually saw that movie that Susan was recommending. Have you seen the movie that Susan was recommending, Kathleen?
No, but I think it would be interesting to watch.
Yeah, Susan, did you share that? She probably
Thank you,
has.
Susan. I don't know if she has yet.
Susan, share the movie in the chat. Oh, she's just back. Anyway, she will. She'll share it. But
Yeah.
anyway, there's Deb. Hey, Deb. I saw you then. I said hello because I didn't want, like, when I'm doing a chat with someone, I don't want to interrupt and say hello to everyone. So that's why I
Right.
personally just try to kind of keep it quiet. So, guys, I'm not ignoring you. It's just I want to give, obviously, Kathleen some time, or if it was Mary or Susan, some time to have a chat and not just, you know, talk about everyone and everyone else. So part of that, Kathleen, let's talk about, what do you
We
do
have a
for Christmas
new
Day?
we have a newish person. I think I've seen the name
Newish
before.
person. Who is
J
the newish
Biggs.
person?
J
J
Biggs.
J Biggs.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm behind in the chat here. J Biggs. Hey, J Biggs, how you going? Oh, Kaora. Yeah, he's from New Zealand. Hello,
Okay.
Kaora. He was actually, he was in the chat the other day.
Yeah,
So
I
welcome
remember
back,
seeing
Jay.
him.
Yeah. Yeah, what's your
Our norm is the 24th in the evening, going into the 25th. That is, I'm Norwegian. My husband, I'm Norwegian. My husband is Mexican, and for both of us, it's the tradition from the 24th in the evening to the 25th. Yeah. So we started making tamales. That's our normal tradition, with Mexican fruit punch, which is like, it's like a hot apple cider, but it's like lots of different fruits, not just apple cider, and it's homemade. And then we have a Norwegian, uh, kind of like a pastry. I don't know how to explain it. It's called lefse. It looks like a tortilla, like a big, but it's made out of potatoes, and it's flat like a tortilla, like flatbread, but you put um butter on it with either white sugar or cinnamon, and roll it up and eat it like that.
right?
So, and then we used to always we're on the 24th with just with our family usually. My mom and dad, when they were still with us, would take turns at different kids' house each year because there's 7 of us. And then we've been my oldest son has been hosting it at his place for the past, this will be the 3rd year, I think. So, yeah. And the 25th, we normally celebrate our youngest son's birthday because he's a 25th baby. So we
Yep.
generally celebrate it then. But now the older kids go to their in-laws on the 25th. So we celebrate his birthday typically earlier or later, depending on the year. So yeah, that's basically it. And we
Uh,
used to go to church, so we used to
Yep.
go to the candlelight service, but we don't do that anymore.
Right. And what
Um,
about food? What do you eat?
yeah, that's we used to just eat that, the tamales, and we'd have desserts. Um, but this year we're doing a Canadian tradition because we haven't done that for a while. So that'll be turkey, ham, mashed potatoes, sweet potatoes, vegetables, and desserts. So
Right.
yeah,
So do you have okay, so because like, you've got the Norwegian side, you're in Canada, you live in Canada, and you've got the
yep,
Mexican husband.
right.
So traditionally on the table, do you have a mixture of all different kinds of food?
Mostly, like I say, because I myself, I've not like we have two things only that's traditional for Norwegian that we eat.
Yep.
One is called klub or krumkake. No, not krumkake. That's another dessert.
That sounds interesting. Krimkaka.
Yeah, that's those hard, deep fried, crumbly. I don't know what you call it. They look like flowers.
Ooh, okay, that sounds
I'd have to.
interesting.
Uh,
That sounds
they
interesting.
they have them in Mexico too.
Really?
Yeah,
Might sit on this. Here we go.
we have a lot more in common with the foods in Mexico and some foods in Mexico and Norway than what people I think are aware of.
Right. Oh, okay.
So yeah, and then we'll open our presents on Christmas Eve as
Yep.
well. After we eat and everything, they torture the kids and make them wait. But yeah, and then normally in our family, like us and our kids, we would do stockings, and that would be for the 25th or the 23rd, depending on the year.
Right.
So yeah, so it is one of our. I haven't decorated anything here this year.
Yep.
But Gnome will have his house all decorated, him and his partner. So
Yeah. Well, fair enough.
yeah,
And I've
and
got to
we're doing
say,
it on the
yep.
22nd this year. So
Okay. So that's what day is that? Monday?
Monday. Mm-hmm.
Right. Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So it will be
right.
good. It will be good.
Okay. Does
So
anyone
and
want to ask questions of Kathleen about her Christmas? Being
yes,
that,
and then
there's a Norwegian, there's a Canadian, there's an Mexican.
Mexican. We're going to a Christmas party tonight, Raul and I.
Whose Christmas party? What is it?
It's well, he works for a company, plus has his own company, so we're going to his work company.
Oh, okay, nice.
Work Christmas
Right.
party. Company, yeah.
So it's a dress up? You're going to get nicely dressed up?
It's Saskatoon. They don't typically dress up that much.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna wear the same thing I wore to my birthday, which is this with my poncho and my black
Okay.
pants. And I bought
Yeah.
some different shoes. And I'll put makeup on, and
Yeah.
this ear closed up, so I have to try to put my earring in it because I have earrings that match as well.
Oh, okay.
But
Right.
I want to see if I can.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll get, and I bought Raul a new shirt. So
Oh, nice. Okay. Well,
so
thank you
it'll
for
be-
jumping on.
thank
you for
you.
jumping
Yeah.
on. Let's see if we
Thanks
can get
for
a
having
fourth
me.
person. So we've got you a third time lucky. Mwah. Good to
Merry
see you,
Christmas,
actually.
everybody.
Good to see you.
You as well.
And
Take
we'll
care.
catch up again soon, and we'll organise, maybe to do some rock painting, hey,
Oh, that would be fun.
in the new year. Okay.
Yeah, sounds great.
And if I
Take care.
don't see you, obviously, I probably won't see you, but if I don't talk to you, have a good Christmas,
Yep.
hey?
You too. Take
Yeah.
care.
Bye.
Merry Christmas, everybody. I'm gonna go get ready now.
Okay, bye. Have fun
Okay,
tonight.
bye. Thank you.
Literally at the beach. The snake is on the other side. Deb, do you want to see the snake again? Deb? So, Deb, yesterday I rang the council about the snake and they haven't taken it away. So I can confirm the snake is still there. But we're not going to be mean to Susan, to Deb today, and not show her this. We won't show her the snake. We already showed her the snake. If you rewind the video, the live, you'll see the snake. So, any takers? Does anyone want to jump on and tell us about your Christmas? You're welcome to. Obviously, if I know you. If I don't know you, I probably am not going to let you on the chat, okay? Just saying. But let me, while I've got my Christmas hat on and I'm sitting on the beach, right? Let me talk about my tradition here, or not my tradition, but what I do. So we celebrate on the 25th, my family. So I'm half Indonesian, half Australian. And what I know, that's all I know is what I do, right? Is ever since I was a young child, we would celebrate on the 25th. So Christmas Day, and we'd have a Christmas lunch. So being that my mum is Indonesian, she would cook Indonesian food, and that my dad is Australian, we would have a combination of East meets West. Now, we grew up in the country, so a place called Kilcoy, and I had an auntie, which is not my real auntie, but she was like a grandma figure, like a family member that used to look up, not a family member, but a friend that used to look after us when we were younger. And my mum and dad would go away, do something. And she cooked the most amazing roast dinners. So Susan was talking about the tradition of having, the English like lunch, English roast. So the English roast is very much alive in my family tradition, along with my mum's tradition of Indonesian food. So my kitchen table for lunch is a smorgasbord of all different Indonesian foods, coming from fried rice to fried noodles to steamed rice. There'll be a vegetable dish. There'll be a curry dish of like probably rendang curry, which is a dry curry. We'll have some sambal. We've got to have spicy sambal. And then on the other side, or not the other side, but in between it, we'll have like a roast pork or a roast chicken. And it's got to have roast potatoes. My dad, my father that's not with us anymore, he loved roast potatoes. So pretty much every Christmas lunch will involve roast potatoes and some kind of Indonesian food. That is my lunch in Australia, what I'd have here. So if you came to my lunch, so if you came to visit me on like Boxing Day or the 27th, there'd be so much leftovers of Indonesian food and roast dinner that we'd be having. I'd be serving that you up like some food for lunch or dinner if you were staying over. So there's like lots and lots of food. So that is my kind of really what is my tradition. And my mum would come over, my dad normally, my sister and my partner, and their families. So Christmas this year is going to be my sister, my niece, her daughter. Her partner's away at the moment working, and my mum will be there and my partner, Diego. So it'll only be a small, intimate party, but that will be our Christmas. And dessert-wise, we're not heavily into dessert, guys, even though I love dessert. Like hearing Mary talk about her desserts and then Susan talking about her dessert and then Kathleen talking about desserts. I'm like, dessert crazy. I love desserts. But we don't actually have that. Like, we don't eat desserts. We don't make a fruit cake or anything like that. My sister sometimes might make a pavlova or have a noodle, fruit salad. But otherwise, we're so full from our lunch, we've got no room for dessert. So that's traditionally where I'm at. And we have, is that Paul? No, that's Susan's there still. I can't see properly, guys. Okay, I can see Susan. Bye, Crystal. So Crystal's going. Thanks for jumping in, Crystal, and saying hello. Susan's pudding was amazing. That sounded amazing. I'm got to say, Nicholas, you and I, we're going to go have Susan's pudding. I reckon Susan's pudding will still be alive after 1 year. It'll probably be brewing even better. So that is my Christmas. And what I wanted to do, there's one more person. Oh, it's Pam. Hello, Pam. How are you going? Do you do anything different for Christmas Eve? So in Australia, some people do actually celebrate Christmas on Christmas Eve. I guess because we've got all the family members, like, you can't have all family on one day. So some people have a Christmas Eve family to get together, and then they'll have a Christmas Day. So there's like two dinners or two lunch, like a dinner and then a lunch. or they have Christmas dinner too. So some people have Christmas Eve lunch, dinner, a Christmas lunch or Christmas breakfast, and a Christmas dinner, depending on how big your family is like. And especially when, you've got children that have different family members, they're going to family members. So you could be spread thin, right? So there can be a lot of food. Hence why I've been walking on a beach and I'm watching what I'm eating, because I'm fully aware that Christmas is the season of indulgence and, we eat a lot of food, right? Like today, I'm going to my sister's house because her partner he does FIFO work, which fly in, fly out. So he's going away. So he's here right now. So they're having my sister's partner's mum and dad, their side of the family. So we're going there for Christmas lunch today. So this is kind of another start of, I've had a few Christmas lunches already, guys. So yeah. So, and then my Christmas lunch is going to be Christmas Day. And then I'm going to have another Christmas lunch with leftovers on the 27th. So Diego's sister and her husband and their 2 children are coming over for staying over for on the 27th. So there'll be another Christmas. So yeah, there's lots of Christmases happening. So Pam is saying hello to everyone. So let me tell you about an amazing Christmas I had in Mexico. So I don't know if it's not Susan, Kathleen is still there. Susan tapped on the fact that her husband is Mexican and that her Norwegian family, they celebrate Christmas on Christmas Eve into Christmas Day. And what that means is traditionally going to church. So in Mexico, a lot of people are religious. So they go to church at midnight, right, to have the midnight mass. But that religion, like people don't necessarily go to church anymore. But what has stuck is to have a Christmas dinner at midnight. Now, I didn't know about this tradition. I had a Mexican boyfriend, as you do. When you live in Mexico, you have a Mexican boyfriend. It helps you learn Spanish. But in my case, it didn't really help me learn Spanish. But anyway, that's another story. But so I had a Mexican boyfriend and his family lived in Mexico City. So I was living in Playa del Carmen at the time. So on the Mexican Riviera side, so the Caribbean side of Mexico. So we're talking, this is actually 11 years ago, guys, 11 years ago. So we went to Mexico City and we had, my boyfriend at the time didn't tell me about the tradition at dinner time. Sorry, at midnight. So anyway, we have a Christmas Eve dinner. So I'm getting into it, right? Like Dora loves her food, guys. This is another issue, right? Dora loves her food. There is no portion control. It's like eat. So we're having this amazing Christmas Eve dinner. I'm meeting the mother-in-law for the first time at the time. So, I'm going to eat the food, right? I'm not going to be rude and not eat the food, right? I didn't know there was another meal coming. So I'm, getting into the food. Anyway, we're having like a food coma, having a bit of a rest. And like, then I see that my mother-in-law at the time is starting to cook again. I'm like, oh, she's having a head start for Christmas lunch. And my partner, Juan, at the time was like, no, she's cooking dinner for tonight. I'm like, what do you mean tonight? He's like, I said, we just had dinner. And he goes, no, we're having another dinner. We're having the main dinner at midnight. I'm like, okay, in Espanol, no mames way means like no fucking way. So sorry for swearing, but I swear, guys. In Australia, we swear. So I said, no mames way, which means what the fuck? Like, seriously? I've just eaten a massive dinner and now I have to make room for a dinner at midnight. And my mother-in-law's cooking again. Like, I'd be rude if I don't eat it, right? But I'm like, fuck, food coma. So guys, I put on a happy face and I ate food at midnight. And it's weird. It's weird to eat food at midnight. I mean, the only time I eat food at midnight is if I've had a really big night and I've come home with the munchies, right? And I'm starving. But you don't generally have like a 3-course meal. But there was like lots of there was like, I'm sure there was a roast beef. There was all these, I can't remember off the top of my head, guys. I think I was in a food coma. I can't remember. But it was crazy. It was crazy, guys. Crazy. And I'm down for that. I love a crazy. But yeah, how cool was that to have? I had a real Mexican Christmas by having a Mexican dinner at midnight. And so Christmas Day in Mexico is exactly nothing. It's a food coma. Nothing happens on Christmas Day. Everyone is like literally in a coma because they've eaten too much food. So yeah, I loved it. It was amazing. So guys, I'm struggling to see the chat again as per usual. There was actually, they're still sitting there. Where I was sitting before under a hut, someone came and sat there, and I thought, no, I'm not going to be rude talking to a phone by myself. You know, it looks a bit weird. So that's why I went to the car. But it's very hot over the car, so that's why I thought I'd come down to the beach. And there's still someone sitting in the hut. And that's what I mean. I could sit in this hut and I could see the chat. But look, that's right. First world problems, guys. First world problems. So, Pam, would you like to come on the live with me and tell us about your Christmas? So, if anyone's open to anyone, I'm just seeing Pam's name there. We've had 3 people on already. So, if you'd like to join, I'm using the app on the YouTube, so you don't have to download an app. Basically, if you go to my community post, there's a link there. Click on the link. It'll take you to the back end of this live. And then I accept you. And then basically we're side by side. And you can introduce your channel and tell us about your tradition or what you do on Christmas Day. I'd love to know. Do you celebrate on Christmas Eve, at midnight like the Mexicans, or on Christmas morning, Christmas lunch, Christmas Boxing Day, whatever? What's your tradition? Obviously, you don't have to. I've had 3 people on already. I've had Mary from Blessing to Connections. I had Susan from High Country Homestead, who's in the chat still. And we had Kathleen from Kathleen's Place. So I'm leaving it open, guys. Surprise us. You don't have to ask. Just get the link and jump on. Love to have a chat and hear about your tradition. Who else? Oh, Wayne. Hey, Wayne, how you going? How you been? We're just talking about Christmas lunches. Christmas traditions. So if you'd like to tell us what you do for Christmas, put it in the chat, or you're welcome to join me on the live. My link is in my community post. All you need to do is click on it. You don't have to download anything, and it just goes straight to my back end of this live. You're very tired, Wayne. Well, actually, you're a courier driver, so you've probably been delivering a lot of packages. Put Susan back on, please. Wayne has the little hotties for Susan. And yes, I need to live in North. What? Oh, he's talking to Nicholas. Okay. So you can, and obviously, we have someone. I don't know who it is, but we're just going to go straight to it. Is it Pam? Is it Pam? It's Pam. Hello, Pam. Hello. How are you? It's a nice surprise.
So fun.
Where are you?
I've never done anything like this before.
Welcome to the live. You're not. Don't relax. Talk about yourself. Okay, so everyone, actually, let's go with that. Pam, introduce yourself, because obviously on this live it doesn't actually say your name. So introduce yourself. Tell us about yourself.
Yeah, my name's Pam. I've just kind of been playing around with YouTube. I'm not sure how committed I am, but I've been trying to do a little topic every Monday or Tuesday, and then I do a little chat on Thursday. I'm a teacher. I was a teacher. I retired from the classroom early. I'm in my 50s, and I teach piano and voice lessons now. So yeah, I am in super frozen Alberta.
Okay. Can you show us outside?
It was It was minus 35 this morning. Hello.
Wow.
I'll try. Can you?
Okay.
Does it work if I move around? Here's my little tree.
Oh, lovely. This is great. I'm glad that you took on the challenge and you jumped on.
Yeah, well, I thought I'd go let's see if I could find the link, and then I did. So, okay, yeah, here is the frozen north.
Oh, wow.
It's still like, it'll freeze your hand off if you keep it out there for very long. So I haven't shoveled because it's just literally, it's still like minus 33 with the wind chill. That's Celsius. So yeah, you can freeze to death out there.
That is cold. So whereabouts where are you in Canada?
I'm in Alberta.
Okay.
So I am, I'm in kind of like the middle of Alberta. I'm close to the mountains. About 2
so it's even colder
from the Rocky Mountains. So
yeah, wow. Have you
Yeah,
done that? Have you done that train ride? You probably haven't because it's a touristy thing to do. The Rocky Mountain train ride?
I haven't, but I think that would be fabulous. I'd love to do that.
I'd love to
That's
do that.
like
Yeah.
kind of my speed these
Yes.
days. So, yeah,
So tell us what do you
Christmas.
do? How do you celebrate Christmas? What's your norm?
Well, it's kind of boring. That's why I wasn't gonna hop on here because
Oh,
it's
come
kind of
on.
like really basic. But we usually, me, my husband, and here's our little stockings
Oh,
at the
cute.
fireplace. My two kids, we just kind of hang out on Christmas Eve. Sometimes we go to a church service and do like a candlelight, Christmas Eve, and sometimes there's like a live nativity because some of my family have farm animals. A lot of my family are farmers,
Okay.
and so they brought like their real live goats and sheep and even a donkey one year.
How
Um,
is this not? This is not boring. This is not boring. This is
well,
crazy.
I guess it's different, but yeah, and so but now that my kids are like adults,
Yeah.
then everything's kind of changed a little bit. They don't want to get up early in the morning. And then, they used to be, they jump up on the bed, at 5 a.m. Is it time to open presents? Yeah. And then we just kind of like get up, have snacks on Christmas Eve, like cheese and crackers and chocolates and just, yeah, like food coma majorly.
Do you watch a Christmas
And
movie?
we love National Lampoon's Christmas
Okay.
Vacation.
Were you mentioning that in the chat before, or was it someone else?
No,
Okay,
but I
someone else
scrolled
was
up in the
mentioned it.
chat. Yeah, I
Yeah.
saw someone mention it.
Yeah, I think it was Nicholas mentioned it, or someone said, yeah, that's a good movie. It's a good movie. Yeah.
Yeah, and then we like Elf.
Elf. That was on last
To
night, actually, on TV.
and we watched Home Alone, my husband and I, just because we hadn't watched it for years and years. And it's kind of funny how you think you remember a movie and then you're watching it again and you're like, I
You
feel like I've
don't.
never seen, you know what I mean? You just remember like the one, I don't know, cool part. But yeah, and then I have a pretty big family. I'm the oldest of 6 kids, and, all of my siblings have, like, tons of kids, and so we get together with as many as we can, and,
Does
there's
it
a
go?
few
Is it your
family.
house? Whose house does it go to? Do you go
We
to?
usually go to my parents' house because they
Okay.
they live on the farm, and they have a
Yep.
big house that can kind of accommodate everybody,
Yep.
and there's a lot of little kids,
Oh, that's
and
lovely.
now there's a lot of teenagers,
Yep.
and they're just like
Too cool for school.
yeah. So I have a lot to be thankful for, now that I'm talking
Yeah.
about this, I'm like, I have it pretty good.
You
So
do. I mean,
I
you got to
know.
think about it. A lot of people don't have like I have a very small family where I live. And it's just like my mum, myself, my sister, my niece, and my partner. And you have this massive family. That's cool.
I know. I
That's
know. I
so
think it just feels
nice.
like it's been painful lately because there's been a divorce in the family.
Oh,
And then there's
okay.
my sister and her husband are estranged, like they won't
Mm.
talk to people. So it's
Oh.
like it's great, but lately the last like probably, I don't know, 5-10 years, it's kind of slowly been getting more awkward. I'm sure everyone can
That's a
relate to that too.
yeah. That's a pity, hey.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
that's life, right?
Yeah.
So that's the
So
reality.
so will you go to your mums and dads on Christmas this year?
Yes, I think so.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Oh,
My
that's
my mom's
lovely.
my mom's kind of she just kind of goes with the flow, so she doesn't have like a big plan. So
I
she
love
just
that.
kind of
Good on
says,
her.
"We'll do Christmas dinner when like everybody can show up." So,
Mm.
but
So
yeah, thank you.
what's on the table? What do you eat?
Okay, so it's like the conventional turkey
Okay.
and then usually a ham as well.
Mhm.
Mashed potatoes, gravy, maybe some pineapple, um, sweet potatoes with roasted marshmallows on top is really
Mm.
typical.
So that's a little
Um,
bit like from Thanksgiving. You guys do that in Thanksgiving too?
it's actually quite similar. Yeah.
Okay. Right.
And in
Yep.
Canada, our Thanksgiving is the beginning of October. So
Yep.
it kind of feels more separated. I think if our Thanksgiving was so close together, we would probably
The
differentiate
same.
between.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, but it looks so beautiful there. I've just been enjoying watching your lives and like seeing the sun and Oh my
Yeah, I can
goodness.
imagine considering, well, my first person that jumped on the live showed me this, where is she from? She's from Ohio, and it's snow. And it was just like, here
Oh,
I am walking along the beach, and then she's on snow. So just like you know, it's so weird. And that's why I really like doing these side by side lives, because it shows a different, like we're a little community together, but we all live in such different places, right? And we do different things. So it's so nice to be able to share, like, this is where I live. And
yeah.
when you're so freezing cold, I'm hot. And, it's different, right? It kind of,
It's
puts you in a
awesome.
different place. Yeah.
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 No, thank
So
you for letting me
thank
come
you
on
for
here.
thank you for jumping on. I'm glad that you jumped on. It's so easy to do this. You can do this yourself.
Yeah,
But it gets a bit it gets a bit hard though, because you have to have 2 devices to put it on. So, like, for
oh,
example, when I'm doing a live, I have to do this. I have to set it up at home. You go, collaborate, invite someone, and then you send a link to yourself, and then I have to do that
okay.
on a device, and then I put it on my community posts. So it's a little bit technical, but if you do it on a computer, it's
Yeah.
much easier. But if you wanna do it
Okay.
on your phone, this is what you gotta do. You have to have 2 devices to set it up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's great. I'm learning a lot of these things. I don't have much margin of time in my life,
Yep.
so I've kind of just been like, filming myself on my phone and and just
But I
really like
love it. It's
being as
good.
basic as possible.
There's nothing wrong
So,
with basic. I think it shows reality, right? No one wants to see these high production, videos. There's lots of editing and, transitions and all that, the animation, all the stuff.
I
Because, like, let's
appreciate
face
it.
it,
Like I
we're
think
just
it's
real. We're
gorgeous
normal.
when people do that. But yeah, I'm
Yeah,
just not
exactly.
there.
Yeah, no. And,
Yeah.
like, if
So,
you have, if you've got a lot of subscribers, then you can probably afford to do that. But, like, when you're just like us, we're just your normal people. You just show where you
mhm.
are, with the norm, the basic stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think
Well,
people
that's
appreciate
why
it.
I love your channel. I'm so glad I found you because you're just like really down to earth and you just kind of go out there and do stuff and it's
Oh,
really
thank you.
inspiring for
Thanks.
people.
Oh, thank
So,
you. Oh, I'm here to
yeah.
inspire. And then,
That's
well, look,
awesome.
you have a great Christmas if I don't speak to you
Okay.
beforehand. But thank you very much for
You
jumping
too.
on. So, everyone, this is so it's called, her channel is called I Am Pam, right? It's I Am Pam.
I think it's Stories for Humans. And
Oh,
my
okay.
handle is This is Pam.
Oh, this is
And
Pam.
yeah, and the reason that it's called Stories for Humans is because I was planning to do because I'm a English teacher, I was planning to do like a literature based,
Okay.
instruction and stuff like that, but I haven't gotten there yet. I've just been stuck
Yes.
in the experimenting stage. So,
But there's nothing wrong with that, because that's,
yeah.
like, that's where we can do anything we want, right? And no one
Yeah.
really cares, because we're just gotta try to work out our community and what we like to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, okay, thanks so much. Have a
Thanks
good
a lot,
one.
guys. Bye.
Bye.
Well, isn't that awesome? We got to meet Pam on a live, and we saw her backyard in Alberta. That's cool. Really cool. So I think Pam is stuck there now, and I won't be able to get rid of her off the chat. Dora, it was 50 degrees here yesterday. Oh my God, Wayne, in Sydney? Holy crap, that is cold. Who's Ryan? Okay, so I'm not sure how to actually boot someone off the chat now that oh, hold on, let me try that. Remove guest. Oh, there we go, guys. I'm back. Okay, now I can go back and sit in the, hold on, let me get this tree. What? So, guys, does anyone else want to jump on and tell us about your Christmas experience and what you do? Is that Mike there? Mike, come on. I know you're going to be having a quiet Christmas this year, but I know you've had some good Christmases. Tell us about, if your children were coming up, what would you be doing? Come on, Mike. I challenge you to jump on here. But you don't have to. You don't have to. I'm just challenging you. I'm just going to walk over to the, whoops, the hut, because they just left. That means I can get the hut, the Christmas hut. Not the Christmas hut, but the hut. So get a bit of shade. People looking at me very weirdly that I'm walking around with a Santa hat on at the beach. But, do I care what people think? Nope, not at all. I don't care. Right, guys. So, anyone else up to saying hello? Oh, you're driving. Okay. Well, we can't have Mike on because he's driving. He's driving home from, is he driving to work or is he driving? He's driving home from work. Yes, he's driving home. He's got a 2-hour drive. So let's say hello to Mike. Mike, hello, how are you? Be safe. So isn't that great, guys? I mean, like I said, when I do lives, I mean, I know a lot of people like to have order in their channels and have a, pattern of what they want to do and what they want to talk about. I mean, sometimes I have a, plan. Like today I wanted to do a live and, I wanted to invite people on to talk about their Christmases. So yeah, and I had a good chance that Susan would jump on because, Susan is normally around and Susan is always up to it in impromptu kind of live. So that was cool. And she showed us her cool Santa hat. And she's always got to get one over me. She's got a long, long Santa hat. My God, that was massive. Like it was down to here. I've never seen that before. So, and then first of all, we had Mary. Mary, that was really cool that Mary jumped on. And Mary's just got to 2K followers or subscribers. That's amazing. Then we had Susan, and then we had Kathleen. And it's always nice to see Kathleen. Kathleen and I have been, Kathleen's probably one of my first kind of live friends because, like, I've been doing lives for a while by myself, but then I started doing lives with Kathleen. So that kind of got me into the spirit of like, having, different people on my lives. So that was awesome. And then we had Pam. So Pam is one of my new friends here in the community. I think she's part of a lot of people's community, but I hadn't really met her before. I'd seen her in some live chats before and people said, oh, hi, Pam, but I didn't really know Pam. So I went over to her channel and, watched some of her videos and then I commented accordingly and got to know her. And then, Pam went over to my channel and she got to know my channel. And then look, she's just jumped on my live and she's actually, took on the challenge. She jumped on the chat on the live and, introduced herself and had a little chat. And it was lovely. So I love that. And, when you're only new to YouTube, it can be quite daunting, like this world of, all these things that we can do and, like lives and all this kind of stuff. Yeah, it can be quite daunting. So I'm glad and I hope to see more of Pam. Pam's got a lovely channel, guys. So if you have a look at, actually, she's still in the chat. I don't know if she's still in the chat. Let me make her a moderator so you guys can see her. Can I see her in the chat? I don't know. I'm a bit blind here now, guys. I still can't see. I should have grabbed my glasses from the car. So Nicholas, where are you from? I haven't really introduced myself to you. I know you've been in the chat a couple of times and I've been rudely ignoring you just because I've been chatting to other people. But yeah, who are you? You seem to be quite a nice person. Are you from Australia? I'm Dora, by the way. If you don't know me, let me introduce myself. I'm Dora. I'm from Australia. I'm in Southeast Queensland here at the beach in Redcliffe. And my channel is about my alter ego Dora, Explorer Dora 80. So Explorer meaning I like to explore, Dora my alter ego, 80 because I want to get to 80 countries. And what you generally will find my channel is a mix up of many different things that I like to do that gives me joy, basically. Whatever gives me joy, I will post about it or do a live about it. So you will see everything from a chicken that I took to a vet yesterday to taking an elf on a venture rock painting to me walking on the beach to God knows what in between. So I'm quite a friendly person. Oh, you're from Melbourne. Oh, you're a Melbourne person. Okay, go the Aussies. Aussie. Oi, oi. I'm surprised we haven't had Paul. Has Paul been in the chat, anyone? And I just ignored him? That could have also happened. Oh. He's near you, Susan. That's right. There's the lady walking on the beach here with a lovely umbrella. Because it's so warm here. Obviously, instead of wearing a hat, you wear an umbrella. It's a pretty cool idea, actually. She's got a beautiful sundress on. When she comes past, I'll show you the dress. Because it'd be a bit weird shoving the camera right now looking at her. Is that ready? Oops. So she's got a nice dress on and she's got an umbrella to shade herself from the sun. What a great idea. That's actually, she's got a nice dress. That's a really nice dress. Susan, do you think maybe I should get an umbrella and walk along the beach? Instead of wearing a hat, I could wear an umbrella and that way it would cover the phone. Because I do find that when I'm walking along the beach, my phone overheats because it's in the sun, right? So that could be an interesting thing to do. So does anyone else want to jump on? Open for anyone to jump on? I can't see a lot of people individually in the chat to invite you. Nicholas, do you want to jump on? Oh, Pam, there you go. Pam, I was going to make you a moderator so you can see other people. So Pam, when I make you a moderator, it means that you can actually jump on to other people's handles and make friends. Like, for example, if you want to make friends with Susan, Susan is my friend from Victoria. Susan is High Country Homestead. She's got an amazing channel. If you don't know her, I would suggest you jump onto her channel and have a look at a couple of videos. She's very, very friendly, Susan. Like, probably too friendly. You won't be able to shut her up. Just like Australians, we like to have a chat, right? But yeah, if I make you a moderator, you can actually, who's that there? Oh God, I can't see. Is that Miss G? Community host, jump on and say hello because we're talking about Christmases, what you do typically for Christmas. So I'd love you to jump on and say hello, introduce your channel and talk about what you do for Christmas. I've had 4 people on already. We've had Mary, which you know Mary from Blessing Connections. We've had High Country Homestead. We've had Kathleen's Place. We had This is Pam. And we're looking for number 5. Who's going to be number 5? When I lived in Melbourne, I always made sure I had a hat. And if it rained, I had an umbrella. But then I had to match them with my outfit. Very old, worldly, but became a farmer. That's cool. Yes, I can. I'd love to see photos of you, Susan, actually, back in the day, with you, like what your outfits used to, like how you used to dress when you lived in Melbourne. Because we all know that you're a bit of a gothic in the background. But I'd love to see some photos of old Susan back in the day. Actually, Susan, that'd be really cool to do a live together where we could show each other videos of old photos, like pull out the photo album and show us photos. Would you like to do that one day? I think that would be really cool. I think everyone would love to see old pictures of Susan. And I don't know, maybe someone would be interested in seeing old pictures of Dora. Miss G. Gina, would you like to join my live and then tell us about your Christmas? Just a quick one to say hello, who you are, to introduce your channel and tell us what you do for Christmas. My link is in my community post. If you'd like to join, I'm just using the normal app. Actually, I learned this from Gina. I learned this from Miss Gina because Miss Gina was doing these side-by-side lives and she was saying my link's in my community post. I'm like, what is she doing? And then so that's how I learned how to do this, through Miss Gina. So Pam's got here, stuff that she knows is from Robert Irwin and 8 Mile Creek. Yes, we'd like to see some goth pictures, Susan, got to say. Oh, Susan, okay, so Miss Gina's out at the moment. She's at a Japanese restaurant. Nice. Nice. Well, we might do another one of these lives another time, at a different time, just to get, different people, because it was really nice to get, different people on and talk about what they do for Christmas. But guys, I think I'm going to go because I actually have some things to do today. I've got to get myself ready to go to my sister's Christmas lunch. I've got to make a salad for the Christmas lunch. So I'm looking forward to yummy Christmas food. or any food, to be honest. I'm starving. I haven't had breakfast yet, so that's another thing. I need to go have some breakfast. And if you've lost your shoes, guys, here's some shoes. Someone's left their shoes here. So, guys, I am going to go. It's really awesome. I'll go back to the car and I'll just quickly have a look at the chat so I can see who's in the chat, because I can't see very well. The glare, and I probably should be wearing glasses, but anyway, don't hold that against me. So let me see who's in the chat, and then I'll say goodbye, guys. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little Impromptu, it's not an Impromptu live, but like the idea of inviting people on. I haven't done this for a little while actually. So it's really great that a couple of you guys have jumped on and said hello. All right, let's get in the car here, turn the aircon on, because I guess it's probably going to be over 30 degrees when I take this. Let's see what it says here.
Oh my God, the car says 39 degrees. That can't be right. Crap. Okay, it's got warm, guys. It has got warm. It is. So Susan's saying thank you. Maybe next time, friend. Gina, yeah, next time. So yeah, I'm going to do this again, guys, because that was fun. You made my day, Dora. Oh, well, I'm glad we made your day, Nicholas. It was really nice to, sorry I didn't really get to know you very much, but you obviously got to know Susan, which is awesome. That's the main thing. But yeah, welcome again. Welcome back again. Lovely to meet you, Pam, on a live. I mean, we're new friends, but, it's nice to, get to know bit by bit more of you. And yeah, welcome to the live. And Miss Gina's out having Japanese for lunch. Yum. Or dinner. Enjoy. I am so hungry. Yeah, Pam's got here. Enjoy the food. Susan's saying hello to Miss Gina. Who else is there? Nicholas is there. What's it? I don't think I've missed anyone. As I said, I don't mean to be impolite. It's just that, when you're on a live, and I'm, talking to someone side by side, I don't want to just quickly go, sorry, Pam, stop telling us about your Christmas. Hi, Gina. Hi, so-and-so. I just think it's really rude. So yeah, that's why I ignore you in the chat, guys. Sorry. And plus, I do ignore you in the chat because I can't see the chat a lot of times. Because there's a lot of glare, okay? There's a lot of glare. Mike is in the background. Safe journey home, Mike, okay? And I think that's it, guys. So really appreciate you guys being here. If I don't see you before Christmas, have an amazing Christmas. And look, I know also at the same time, a lot of people might not be having amazing Christmases because, they're away from family. Like, for example, our friend Mike this year is not having a big Christmas because he's in Minnesota and his family are in Colorado. And so, yeah, he's not having his big Christmas that he normally has. So that's a bit lonely for him. And I'm sure that he's going to do something exciting. He might go rock fishing or something rock fishing, ice fishing or something. Who knows with Reich? He'll make it exciting, right? But, just remember that, there are people out there that aren't celebrating this season because of different reasons. They might have lost a family member or they're homeless. There's many different factors, right? So I do feel a little bit, sad that, here I am, talking about what I'm doing for Christmas and I'm having all these Christmas lunches and all this food, when there's people out there that are really struggling. So we just be mindful of that and be really grateful for what we have. And I am very, very grateful for my family and for the food that I get to eat, the house that I get to live in, the car that I sit in right now, the water that I drink, the friendships I have here. Like, I have made some really, really nice friendships, like particularly Susan. Susan and I are really, really good friends. It's really nice that, we've never met each other, but, we're really good friends. And, she shares things with her. She's not having a good day, she'll share that with me. And if I'm not having a good day, I'll share that with her. And it's really nice that we've got that friendship going. So, yeah. So Susan's got here, poor Mike. I wish I could invite you over for Christmas dinner. Yeah, I know. I wish that could happen, Hale. I mean, Mike, did you hear what she said about her Christmas, her pudding? I really want this pudding. All I can think about is pudding now, guys. Christmas pudding at Susan's house. Let's go, Mike. Let's go. We're just going to turn up. And also, we wanted to have Christmas lunch at Mary's. Mary looked like she had some nice food happening for her lunch, her dinner table too. So, yeah, It's all been about food, guys. Let's just say that. And plus, I'm starving. I haven't had breakfast yet, guys. So I'm going to go. And yeah, see you guys. Thank you for being here. As I said, have a joyful holiday. If you are not going to be celebrating, please, look after yourself. And yeah, we're thinking of you. And, my door is always welcome. If you want to send me an email, have a chat, I'm always here to listen. Bye, guys.